Raj and Priya were a young couple who loved adventure. They decided to go camping in the forest near their hometown, hoping to enjoy some peace and quiet. They packed their tent, sleeping bags, food, water, flashlight, and a knife for protection. They drove to the edge of the forest and parked their car. They then hiked for about an hour until they found a clearing where they set up their camp. They had a nice time cooking dinner over a fire, chatting and gazing at the stars. They felt happy and relaxed, unaware of the danger that lurked in the shadows. As they were getting ready to sleep, they heard a strange noise coming from the woods. It sounded like a low growl, followed by a rustle of leaves. Raj grabbed the flashlight and the knife and went outside to investigate. He told Priya to stay inside the tent and lock the zipper. He walked around the campsite, shining the flashlight in all directions. He saw nothing but trees and darkness. He thought it was probably just a wild animal passing by, and he felt silly for being scared. He decided to go back to the tent and join Priya. He turned around and walked towards the tent when he heard another growl behind him. He spun around and saw a pair of glowing red eyes staring at him from the bushes. He froze in fear as he realized it was not an animal, but something else. He screamed as the creature leaped out of the bushes and attacked him. It was a humanoid figure, covered in fur, with sharp claws and teeth. It looked like a werewolf, but more twisted and evil. It tore into Raj's flesh, ripping his throat and chest. Raj dropped the flashlight and the knife as he fell to the ground, bleeding profusely. He tried to fight back, but it was too late. The creature devoured him alive, leaving nothing but bones and blood. Priya heard Raj's scream and panicked. She wondered what was happening outside. She wanted to help him, but she was too afraid to leave the tent. She hoped he was okay and that he would come back soon. She waited for what seemed like an eternity, but he did not return. She heard nothing but silence. She thought maybe he had scared away whatever it was that made the noise and that he was hiding somewhere nearby. She decided to call out his name, hoping he would answer her. She unzipped the tent slightly and peeked outside. She saw nothing but darkness. She called out his name again, louder this time. "Raj! Raj! Where are you? Are you okay?" She heard no reply. She felt a cold sweat on her forehead as she realized something was wrong. She grabbed her phone and tried to call him, but there was no signal. She tried to call for help, but there was no one around. She felt helpless and alone. She decided to stay inside the tent and wait until morning. She hoped that Raj would come back by then, or that someone would find them. She zipped up the tent again and curled up in her sleeping bag. She tried to calm herself down and fall asleep, but she could not. She kept thinking about Raj and what could have happened to him. She wondered what kind of creature could have attacked him. She wondered if it was still out there, waiting for her. She heard another noise outside. It sounded like footsteps. She held her breath and listened. The footsteps came closer. They stopped right outside her tent. She heard a sniffing sound. She felt a cold shiver down her spine. She knew it was the creature. It had come back for her. It knew she was inside. It wanted her too. She screamed as the creature tore open the tent and dragged her out. The end.